You go swimming at.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
I saw something the other day. I think you might find interesting. Swimming at the beach.
What's that?
According to a new study by Long Beach,
Cal State Long Beach,
97% of the time that you're swimming Southern California beaches, there's a shark close to you.
Nah, I mean, I'll never go swimming again. That's not true. I'll never go in the water
Not
again.
kidding.
I think it's 97%, not just of any shark, because like you'd be like, oh, that makes sense. There's a little leopard shark around or something.
Sure.
No, I think the stat, if I'm not mistaken, Kyle, maybe you can find it. I think the stat is 97% of the time that juvenile great white sharks were observed in California, there were swimmers around.
Yes, that is
Wow.
actually more accurate.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Meaning, like, the whole time, goal 97 is basically 100.
Yeah.
Meaning the whole time that they were doing the study on great white sharks, there were people swimming and frolicking right next to them.
So if there's a juvenile there, is there a parent also, like you would find with a bear
Well, no,
or something?
they're not, like, there's no nurture involved, right?
Okay.
So that you
And by the way, juvenile white sharks are still like 8 to 10 feet long.
oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're huge.
They're
We're
not
talking
like
2 to 3
puppies. You're not
feet.
like talking about a little, no. They're big sharks.
They could definitely like eat you.
They can. Fortunately, they're choosing to eat stingrays still. So baby white sharks
my
are
God.
targeting stingrays in the sand. I mean, Pat, you saw we went and
Yeah.
saw white sharks by my house.
Yeah, we were on his boat, and he was like, "You want to go see the white sharks?" And we just went, and there was literally a little kid swim class going on.
Yeah.
on the
What?
Junior
beach,
lifeguards.
and we were out. How far did you say?
Probably 40 yards off the beach.
It's so crazy to like as
And
a
they were just
layman,
swimming under the boat, like a bunch of
Dude.
white sharks.
as a layman to think that you just have stingrays, the thing that killed Steve Irwin, and great white sharks swimming around you all the time.
All the time.
In the ocean.
Kyle, look up.
What?
I think he's called Malibu Artist. I'm pretty sure. Sorry? Oh, this is Malibu Artist? Yeah. Malibu Artist, but then look up Santa Barbara beaches, and you'll see the beach right by my house.
Oh my God, look at the
I was there for
size
this.
of that
I was there
thing.
this day. This is one eating a dolphin. My friends called me and said, there's a white shark eating a dolphin. There, I'm on that boat. Right there, I'm on that boat.
Oh,
Wow.
I am on that boat right there. That is my friend's boat called the Lobster Getter or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me in that frame.
Did they kill that
I
dolphin?
should make
or-
this asshole pay me for that. I didn't even know he had that shot. No, I'm literally, that's me on the inside the cabin right there. That's me.
Oh yeah, I
standing
can
right there.
see your head. It's bigger than everything in the frame.
It's bigger than a shark.
No, so the dolphin, we don't know what happened to the dolphin, but it washed up. This is right in front of my house.
This is wild. That this
Right
is
in front
on
of my house.
video.
And we were boating over there, and Garrick, the guy we just talked about who I was out
Yeah.
boating with, called me and goes, dude, there's a white shark there's a dead dolphin washing towards Padaro. And we're like, oh, let's just go see if we can run into it.
Yeah.
And we found it, and literally 5 seconds later, the white shark came up and started eating it.
Damn.
And then there were 3 around. Yeah, I'm literally on that boat. Lobster Maiden,
Look at
that's
those
the name of
boogie
that boat.
boarders
This is crazy. So we're looking at a video, if you're only listening,
of children.
of children on boogie boards next to a shark.
They don't know that.
Yeah,
shark's
they don't
there.
They
know.
don't know.
It's a drone shot of a shark that is probably as big as all 3 of them combined.
Yeah,
Like,
look at this.
within
This is the
50
beach
yards
by
of
my
them.
house. Look at the swimmer. The swimmer's further out than the sharks.
Wow. Way to illustrate the point of the stat, dude. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. This guy, Malibu Artist, we went and filmed these white sharks, Mark Romanoff and I, years ago when they first showed up at this beach.
Yeah.
I mean, this must have been like 7 or 8 years ago. They
Mm-hmm.
first showed up, and we took his drone back when he was building drones, like
Mm-hmm.
before they had DJI Mavics and stuff, and went and filmed it.
Uh-huh.
And I forget, Mark put it on like Facebook or something.
YouTube or something.
Yeah, something.
Or
And
sorry,
this guy
MySpace.
just fucking reamed him. So this guy, Malibu Artist, came out of the works and was like, what are you clowns doing out there chasing the sharks, blah, 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 blah. We were literally standing on the beach. We weren't even out there.
Uh-huh.
And he got so mad. And I remember Mark screenshotting me and sending me his comments. And we never understood what we did wrong. Like, all we did is the same thing he does. We were just droning the sharks. I don't know if he felt protective or that we shouldn't have been posting it, or I don't
Weird.
know. Yeah.
Well, so you said this is Was this before he started doing the drone shots?
I don't
guy?
know.
Maybe it was, and he like didn't understand that you guys were not actually in the water.
I
or
have no
something.
idea. Yeah, but I just remember he reamed Mark in like the comments or something, and I was just a bystander. I was just like, I don't know what's wrong with this.
I don't know you to ever just like stand down. This was when you were young and not.
I didn't even know how to comment back.
It was just because you didn't understand what he's doing the same thing and posting it online.
And has become like a shark influencer because of it. All he does is put up drone shots of sharks in Santa Barbara. That's literally
We
all
should
he
get him
does.
on the pod and ask him if he remembers.
I'd be happy to. I think he
It'd
just
be
had
fun.
like a misconception of what was going on.
Sure,
but
sure.
I don't know. I was just like, I don't fucking know what this guy's deal is.
Yeah,
that's bizarre.
I mean, dude, when somebody comes at you in the comments of a video, it's like an immediate just delete or scrub past. Like you don't know what the hell's going on.
So the point of their study, so Long Beach is studying this. What is the point of the study? They're just saying
I think it's just
that
to
there's
show,
more white sharks than we thought.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point. So here's the thing about CSU Long Beach. They do the majority of the juvenile white shark work in Southern California. They publish 1 to, I'd say, 3 papers a year. And I think they're at a point now where they're sort of out of headlines.
Okay.
So it's not that their studies aren't important, but like this whole study is like, oh, there are more. Christopher Lowe, he's a great scientist, by the way. The head of the
Christopher Lloyd.
Lowe.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a great scientist, very well respected. But I think the whole point is just like, hey, we want to get the news out there. I think it's like a way of softening the fact that like there's a lot of white sharks around.
Yeah.
Now, here's the problem.
Sure.
I want to point something out real quick. I know I'm talking a lot.
No, it's all good.
When these sharks first showed up, and they're slow growing. White sharks are slow growing animals.
What's an example? Like how long till it gets to be?
When Mark and I were
15
filming
feet.
them 6-ish years ago,
Yeah.
7 years ago, I don't know, maybe 5, they were all 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a lot of 7 and 8 footers. In a couple of years, those are going to be 10 and 12 footers.
So
Their
slow.
diet's going to change pretty soon.
Sure.
And I'm not saying that we're all in danger or trying to fearmonger, but these sharks are all growing up literally on the most popular beach in Santa Barbara.
Interesting.
It's only a matter of time, I would say, and I'm not trying to fearmonger again, but it's only a matter of time until some of these big sharks are returning to these grounds and run into swimmers or surfers or something goes wrong. It's not the clearest beach. There's a reason that footage is so green. Because
Right.
he's dialed up the saturation so that you can show the sharks. But it's I could see it turning bad. And there's a reef out there. If you look at a map, there's Padaro Lane, Padaro Beach, where the sharks are. Then there's a reef that's about a half mile out called Carpinteria Reef.
Carp Reef. Yeah.
That used to be one of my absolute favorite dive spots. I could go there all the time, get white sea bass. I knew when the fish were in. This is coming from me. I won't dive it. I won't go there.
really?
Because of all the sharks.
All those juveniles are in there, and the big ones are hanging around the outside. They are drawn to that reef like a magnet.
Sounds like
I won't
prison.
dive it anymore.
Do people? Isn't that a surf spot?
When it breaks, which is like once in a blue moon.
Okay.
But what's really funny is this beach and all these sharks and everything is about a quarter mile from the infamous Rincon Beach, the most famous surf spot in California.
yeah.
We're around the sharks a lot.